clock, sir.
Good evening. My name is Ken. I'm 45 years old. I'm a physician living and practicing here in San Francisco, and I'm a gay man. I grew up in a time when it was certainly not okay to be gay. I also came of age when HIV and AIDS was decimating my community. A few decades have changed a lot. I can now serve openly in the US military if I wanted to, and same-sex marriage is equal all across the United States. But serious health challenges remain for my community. Rates of HIV and other sexually transmitted diseases are way too high. And use of PrEP for HIV prevention and sexual health-related vaccinations are still way too low. We can be doing better. Health recommendations from public health agencies are different for gay men like me than they are for straight men. But gay men, and even worse, our doctors often don't know those recommendations, and there's no easily accessible source to access them. Introducing Dr. D, a free mobile app that empowers gay men to stay on top of their sexual health. Dr. D answers three main questions for users. First, what do you need? Users get customized recommendations related to sexual health based on public health guidelines that tell them exactly what they need to do. Number two, where can you get it? Users can easily locate nearby clinics and physicians where they can get the services that Dr. D recommends. And number three, users can set reminders so that they don't forget to get their next round of HIV testing, STD testing, or vaccinations. There's potentially a huge audience for Dr. D. There are over 2 million openly gay men in the United States and millions more worldwide. We have partners who are eagerly looking forward to working with us, including public health agencies and many universities. Revenue sources include sales of home HIV testing kits and condoms through the app, referral fees from connecting users to clinics and physicians who can provide the services that Dr. D recommends, and in-app advertising. Besides me, our team includes 4 very talented software engineers from Silicon Valley. We started with some magazine covers. Let's end with one too. Dr. D can help erase the question mark that is presented on this magazine cover. Our ask is for $150,000 to fund our next 6 months of development. Thank you very much.
Okay, time was 2 minutes, 50 seconds. Dr. Katz.
Hi, Dr. Katz. Thanks for joining us today.
You can call me Ken as long as you can be nice if you're Eugene.
You weren't with us yesterday, so I'm assuming that you're going to be the main presenter for Thursday. Is that correct?
Possibly, yeah.
Possibly, or
Yes, if you liked it.
That's fair enough, but I liked it. I thought it was a great improvement. The biggest critique we had last night was the lack of passion, and I think coming from a personal background, like your personal story starting with that, improved a lot. So it really created a bigger impact, at least for me.
I don't hold David's heterosexuality against him. He was born that way.
That's true, okay. I still think that the design is lacking, and I can spend some time with you. We can quickly go over templates. I don't think, and I was talking to some teams today on design, don't spend all your time on design. Let's look at a template, let's buy it, and let's move on to the content. But the design is still very static, and it doesn't have the same passion as you do.
The design of the deck.
The design of the deck.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought it was great.
I liked it too, also. What are you going to wear?
I don't know yet.
Would you potentially wear scrubs or a coat?
Yeah.
I think that would go a long way. Go back to the AIDS magazine. Why did you stumble upon this closing part? Is it new?
Yeah,
Are you
it's like
uncertain
10 minutes
about it?
old. It's about 10 minutes. The whole thing's about 10 minutes old.
Okay. All
It'll be better, we got it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that powerful of a closing statement, you know? Why? Like, I mean, I get why you think it's powerful.
What would be more powerful?
What would be more powerful if you showed a community of gay men? You know, something along those lines, like a large picture of them, or even just make your statement with your logo in the background, that would be fine. And it just takes it into a whole other tangent. My mind goes in different directions other than thinking about your app. It's not necessary. Stop it.
I'm not doing anything, I was rubbing my face.
No, I know that you're wanting to seize the microphone. You changed the name of the app from Dr. Dick
Yeah.
to this one.
The idea was that, the concern was that Dr. Dick was okay for really gay identified men who didn't mind having something on their phone that said Dr. Dick. But for people who are a little bit more discreet, I think our feeling was they would be more comfortable with something a little bit more anodyne, something a little bit more neutral.
Okay. The element that I was missing was what is a typical use case that I would use this app for?
If you're a gay man and you're wanting to know what tests you need, or whether PrEP is appropriate for you, or what vaccinations you need, that's what you use it. And you keep using it every time you need it. It would remind you to go back to your next set of tests, your next vaccination.
Okay. Could you emphasize that a little bit more in the deck?
Sure, the use case, sure.
Yeah. I love asking this question, but I always dread the response. Are you sure this doesn't already exist?
It's a good question. So we were shocked that it doesn't exist. There is an app that's being built actually at Emory University by one of our partners there. The issue with that app is that it's being funded by NIH research funding. So it's not out there. You can't use it. They sent it to us actually. We saw the app and we had to get a special download code because it's only available for research purposes because its funding depends on that. So nothing like this exists on the market.
Yeah, could you include that also? That's pretty powerful. I don't know, this might be one that could do better with a duo on stage. Perhaps, maybe, maybe not. I would practice pitching it with maybe another human being on stage and see how that works. I think that you're coming in as the subject matter expert, right? As a medical professional, which is great and all, but I also want to hear from like a typical user or somebody who is on the team that is a little bit more removed from the medical side, right? Like, I don't know, there's something about it. I would love to try to see the other version, and maybe I'm just completely wrong, but I feel like it might be an added element that could do well for you guys. I think that's it. It's a good job.
Great.
Yeah, being 10 minutes old, I've done very well.
Guys and gals, questions from the audience? No questions? Yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, so you're providing medical information right down here, have you thought about the legal issues, right? Like, are you just gonna have a disclaimer, how does that work?
Yeah, the question is about the legal issues about providing medical information. There are two issues that we looked into. One is a law called HIPAA that protects health information, which probably wouldn't apply to those things that are not covered under HIPAA. The second is medical devices are regulated by Food and Drug Administration. The Food and Drug Administration has released guidance saying that they are not particularly interested in regulating apps like this that only provide medical information that are not themselves diagnostic. So I think we're on safe ground regarding HIPAA and FDA regulation as well. Great question. There are some disclaimers in there as well.
So you have no liability if the information you provide results in like a death or something? Like, is that, I mean, I know it takes a long time, but.
The question is, do we have any liability if information we provide results in death, I think that's highly unlikely that that level of negligence is present in this app. Seeking formal legal guidance on some of these matters would be part of where that 150K is going toward, for sure. Question in the back?
Is there a forum functionality to discuss health on this? Like a forum, just, topics and stuff.
Is there a question? Is there a forum to discuss health? There's currently no forum to discuss health. I think it's potentially a very good idea. I think it has a problem with a lot of users or people providing comments that would have to be moderated, especially with health information. A lot of things are not accurate and it would take a while to do.
Anything else? All right, give it up for Dr. D.